Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our live viewers, catch-up viewers, new viewers, returning viewers, and welcome to episode 2 of Brits in Bologna on this fine Tuesday evening in what is night 2 of an action-packed Championship Manager content week. I'm joined by Mr. Ste Wright. Good evening, Ste. How are you doing, pal?
All right, mate, thanks. Looking forward to hopefully picking up from a little bit of reasonable form we had after a lot of tight losses last time out.
Yeah, I think it started off a little bit tough and a little bit of a struggle last time. I think just sort of before we went live, we were having a look through the squad together, and actually a lot of the players that we signed are way off their best. Just a few examples. We've got Samba, who, all right, he's only 16 and he takes some years to develop, but he's normally a little bit further on than that. Look at David Collins, whose attributes are as bad as I've ever seen them. Just to pick out some other players. Even people like Walker, who looks okay on the face of it, but again, would normally have much better ratings than that. His right-hand column's normally stacked with 18s, 19s. So yeah, it started off tough. Let's have a look where we sort of finished up last time. So we're currently 12th in Serie A. For those who have not joined us previously, we've built a squad of British players in Bologna, and we're trying to take Bologna to glory. So yeah, we played 6 league games last time. Struggled to score a great deal of goals, to be honest. We were involved in an awful lot of tight games. 4 games on a trot where we lost by a single goal. Then we got our first win of the season away at Venezia, which was a solid performance. Then we were on the wrong side of a 2-0 scoreline away at Inter. And then we finished off with probably the result of the night, a 3-1 away win in Verona with a couple of goals from Kevin Kyle. So quick look at the squad before we continue, just to remind people of where we're at, or for those who've not been before. We've spent exactly 10 million on a squad of about 26 players. So yeah, Steve, what are your thoughts on how we started?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't disgraceful by any chance, and by any stretch of imagination. Sorry, and I mean, obviously looking at, like I say, some of the stats, some of them when we're talking about Collins, then 16 finishing, it's never been known. And when have you ever seen him play 5 games and have a 6.8 average with no goals? It's just not. It's not him even playing in the 3. I know he likes playing on his own. We know there's a lot of improvement in the players, so it's a case of, it looks like, picking up some reasonable results, getting through this first season, getting through update, and letting people's ratings jump a little bit. I think that seems to be where it's heading at the minute. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I agree. So I think first up we've got Juventus. So look, I think, as we alluded to last time, I think Serie A is the hardest league on the game. You don't get a great deal of respite when you're in a tough patch. You've always got a Juve, an Inter, an AC Milan, Juventus, Lazio, Roma around the corner. So you don't get that respite that you might do in other divisions where you get a run of 6, 7, 8, 9 games that what you consider winnable. So we'll make a start. We'll get to game day. We'll see how we fare against Juventus. I think we're going to probably go unchanged, if not very similar to how we finished last time. I think we were playing a flat 4, but I think we've agreed that we'll probably push them fullbacks on a little bit, try and create a few more chances. And then as we go through the night, we will happily take player recommendations from anybody who may join us. We'll also discuss what has happened and what is happening in the Champ Manager community this week.
What's Jamie Victory's average looking like? I know he got us winner in his first win.
He's averaging 7. He did play as a fullback rather than a wing back, which I think is probably his better position. I think. Are you angling for Finnan to get in?
Yeah, I just think pushing forward, he's absolutely demic at fullback. You get nothing out of him whatsoever. Anytime I've tried it, just thinking, he'll bring a lot better average rating. I would have thought than Victory will.
Okay, something that we can definitely look at. So yeah, I think we're going to go for a sort of quick fire show tonight. Will probably be an hour, maybe 10 o'clock, maybe quarter past. What we will do is we'll fly through as many games as we can in that space of time. We'll chat Super League, we'll chat all the other stuff that's been going on. Yeah, and hopefully get a little bit of involvement and interaction from the guys. I can see that we've been joined by Dimble and Tato. So good evening to those chaps that are always kicking around in the streams. It's great to have you again. And yeah, so this is sort of not really been on anybody's thoughts this week, to be honest. I think last week, building up to it, we were all excited to get going in a new stream and some new content, but I think everybody's sort of mind and focus this week's been on the start of the Super League season that kicks off tomorrow, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say rightly so, because it is the best content that's out there in there. But and the way it's been ramped up as well by Fifey has really delved into account, retweeting everything, liking everything, and it's just been, especially how quickly lads have turned it around as well. Especially with a new co-chair coming in with no experience of doing anything like this before. I know he's had a bit of help down the line, and to get in a position so quickly as well, I think it's testimony to obviously Duggan that's helped out a lot, but obviously Fifey for absolutely jumping balls deep in and just saying, right, I'm getting at it. So yeah, it's exciting. All videos posted out. I'd probably say we've seen more videos, even pre-season, over the last 24 hours than I've ever seen, either watching or since I've been in league, which I just think it's testimony to a lot of managers now. They're all going that little bit step further, promoting league and obviously showing that how excited everybody is for it this time around.
Yeah, I agree, mate. It's exciting. I think the start of a new season is always exciting, but especially when I'm just going to kick this off while we're chatting along. Yeah, especially when there's changes of managers, there's new guys involved. I think for the first time ever, somebody's moved clubs. Like you said, we've got a new co-chair. I think obviously Fifey's been brilliant in front of the camera and all the stuff that he's done previously with his review shows, preview shows, the Swindon stuff that he does, and all that sort of stuff, and his commentary performances. I think we all knew that he would be a fantastic fit. So really exciting season ahead. I'm intrigued to see how the new guys get along. There's some very competitive squads out there, especially for the guys that are new. Apart from Tato, whose squad's appalling. Sorry, mate. But I think, Leddersford have got a decent squad to work with. I think Duggan's got a decent squad. I think Dimble, having looked at his lineup for his opening fixture and his 24-man squad, has done a good job in the transfer window with what he had at his disposal in terms of being able to negotiate and bring players in. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
But yeah, I totally agree with, like you say, about Dimble's business. He's got no to work with apart from losing. I think it was alluded to last night. Losing his best player, basically. I don't think that's too bad, that result.
No, I don't know. I think our team's decent, and I think I'm always disappointed when I lose at home, regardless of what team I am and who I'm playing against. But anyway, we'll take it on the chin and we'll move on to the second leg of the cup, in which we're 1-0 down to a Serie B team.
Yeah. But yeah, just picking back up on that. I mean, it's nice to see people getting their own stamp on squad, changing a few things up from, teams have been watching. I know it's been a little bit limited for them when people have done so many deals. Obviously, especially when some of our seasons finished, you want to try and start, like we did, you want to start evaluating and start looking at what you want to try and pick up. But yeah, I just think it's going to be really good and a long way. I think what Duggan said, I don't know if it was video earlier. It's going to be really hard to string. We've seen runs of excessive wins on the bounce, and I think that's going to become less and less prevalent because of the strength of obviously the managers, but obviously the strength of the squads as well. I don't think we're going to go now seeing a 7-8 game winning run anymore.
No, it's definitely tough, and yeah, there has been. I mean, this is my 4th season in charge, now involved in the league, and there has been numerous examples in the past where teams have gone on big winning runs. I think Hodgie stands out for a couple of occasions across 2 different clubs that he's managed, but also for a terrible losing streak as well. So it has happened. It can happen. Teams can come from nowhere. And hit a run and hit the playoffs, hit the top 2, whatever. But it's going to be more and more difficult, I think. Firstly, just good evening to Dickon, who always jumps on our streams. So good evening in Canada, and it's great to have you back. But yes, so just touching on what Dimble's commented, that if he starts well, they could go on a real roll. If not, it'll be a struggle, and I think that's the case for a lot of teams. I think if you lose 3 or 4 games early doors and you find yourself chasing, I know nothing's won after 4 or 5 games, but it's always hard to claw that gap back. You'd rather be, I guess it goes without saying, but you'd rather have that little bit of cushion, have a few points in front, knowing that the odd slip-up's not going to cost you massively.
I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. But then again, I think I proved last season you can have a reasonable start and give you a bit of false hope as well. I mean, I went on that ridiculous run of not only losing, but not even scoring a goal in about 7 games. If I could have kept the form I had first 6, last 7 games of the season, pretty consistent throughout the season, I don't think there'd been any doubt I'd have finished in 6th, but it don't work like that, does it, in this league?
No, it doesn't, no. I completely agree with you, mate. It's going to be tough, but it's exciting. Opening fixtures, we play each other as well. So it was a bit of a preview show last night, which quite a number of the managers got involved in, including ourselves, which sort of we talked through the squads and the transfer business that the managers have done, as well as finishing off with some predictions. I think quite resoundingly, you sort of came out unfavourably, and I've been back to finish towards the bottom of the table, and I think you've been a little bit hurt by that. Would you agree?
Yeah, but I mean, looking at the last 2 seasons as well, it might have looked more reactive than it seemed. It's just having a bit of fun, but when you finish 12th and 13th in 2 seasons, how else is anybody gonna think about it? And obviously, when people overview what they perceive my transfer business to be, obviously it contributes to further predictions, and yeah, it's understandable massively. Like I say, we had one falling off around it. I was just having a laugh back with it, basically. But yeah, more than understandable. But I do think one thing I will say is I was second guessing myself earlier today. And that's nice for Cherno get this first goal.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
So our forwards are fucking dog shit, aren't they? Absolute shite.
That off target, we know no big like player instruction or on there. That's
scandalous.
Outlandish is that? That's. But yeah, going back what I was saying is I was second guessing myself earlier. My second formation, like I was saying last night, and people didn't believe it. I've got 2 formations I'll play this season, and that is it. I'll be looking at my other formation and how we're going to line up earlier. And I was half second guessing, regretting slightly. But as Dimble said, you shouldn't have no regrets. You've gone for a reason. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think once you pick your team, and you just have to have confidence in what you're doing. I think somebody made a really good point last night. It might have been Ian from Northern Burn that, do you know what, if you're on the wrong end of a bad result or a bad couple of results, because the games only come around once or twice a week, you really want to make amends. But actually, probably the worst thing you can do is get your pack out 20 minutes after you've been bummed 4-0 and throw a team in for the week after, because it's probably a bit of a knee-jerk reaction.
Totally agree with that. It's I've done it a couple of times. I've probably done it less than it might seem, even considering last season as well. I've never really sent it straight back in, or it's always been day after. But yeah, I totally understand where it's coming from. But I'll tell you what, Bobby Zamora looks alright there.
Yeah, he did. I've had a couple of good fun saves with Bobby Zamora, actually. Not prolific, but...
Surprisingly, sadly though, being worth that much. He's not even worth that much to start in England, so...
And then on the flip side, myself and my Bostock squad have been quite heavily tipped this year to make the top 6. So a little bit of pressure comes with that, I guess. Like I said last night, I'm really pleased with the business that we've done. The spine of the team has been improved incredibly well. So yeah, really looking forward to it. We've still got one transfer deal that's yet to go through. Fuck.
But what happened there when we tried loaning him? Would he not come, or?
I don't think he would come. He wasn't on the... I think I set the shortlist to interested. He's not on it. Oh, it's on attackers. Fucking hell. Oh, he is. Maybe we might get him, we'll see. Are we mixing it up, Steve? Are we mixing it up? We're sticking with this formation?
Yeah, why don't we go Nara, mate? Give it a go.
If in doubt, go Nara.
I think it always seems to be a go-to. Let's say Dimble's commented that Woodard's going to be proper shy, isn't he? I think it's difficult to judge his Woodard. Obviously, me, Dimble, Duggan, Fikey to an extent for a long while. A little bit of Dan Megarhorse, and that little bit of a save that we all did, all 6 of us or whatever it was. You sort of get to learn players that managers like, the sign and regular, and formations that play a bit regular. Woodard's never got involved. We tried one right in the early days of lockdown. Duggan got everybody up to speed on getting on, and we started one with there were about 12 of us. So there were me, Dimble. Obviously, we didn't know or speak to each other properly back then, like we do now. Duggan would do a bloody voice in Mella. There were loads of people. Anyhow, it was just an absolute chore. People just not clicking through. So Wood said, "I'm not doing it ever again," and he hasn't done so. He's an unknown quantity. I think his input on Dragons not quite at the level that Duggan's was. I think he had a different opinion to them too on a lot of things. So them two are probably going to be the ones who will know best how he's going to go and how he's going to line up. So yeah, he's just really interested. He's got a decent squad at his hands as well. So too difficult to judge for me.
Yeah, it will be exciting. And like I said before, kick this off. Are we happy with this, Steve?
Yeah. See, one thing I know you do it a lot. I don't have the arrows on mine, and I have the arrows on the AMCs. But you can't have one without other, can you? On AMC, you play left and right. So
no, we can put them both on if you want.
Yeah, give it a go.
Let's try it. Fuck it.
But it's shot to know, innit? We've got a pretty poor team on the face of it at this minute, and we're playing Milan, so.
Yeah, I think Narrow just feels a little bit more solid, and it makes you think a little bit harder to break down. If you get that creativity right behind the striker and you get the right striker, they'll score 40, 50 goals, but obviously we're not there yet. Far from it, especially when we've got the likes of Collins and Tolly. Collins, man, 8 appearances, not a single goal, not a single assist, 45% shots on target. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's.
Something not right. Save's broken.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I've never seen it like that, ever. Yeah, it's probably for best, that. Somerville or Blinkhorn, Howsham.
Well, obviously, Somerville's your option, but your main option. But have you ever played Blinkhorn at AMC?
No, but let's try it, because why not?
Well, try.
So yeah, I think this was always going to be a tough save, like we sort of mentioned before we came on live. You know, we could have started at a bigger club, we could have started at Milan, we could have sold everybody and drawn a bank balance of 150 million or whatever, and signed your Barry Ferguson, your Lee Bowyers, your Steven Gerrard, your Joe Coles. But we decided that this is where we're going to start. We actually thought that, I think we thought between us that the squad of players that we know so much about from, you know, the years and years that we've been playing the game, and the levels that we know that a lot of these players can get to. Do you know, you think about Tolly, Collins, Walker, Finnan, Victory, Duff, Scally, Kerr, Williams, Samba, have all been in like Premier League, Serie A winning squads before. But it's just not clicked. Anyway, here we are, and we'll keep plodding on.
Have you ever tried the old Andreas pineapple narrow? I remember me and Dimble did on the 2005 update. We did network. He was Sheffield United, now Leeds, and
like that.
He was struggling a little bit.
Like that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I have briefly, with limited success. We can try it. Absolutely not a problem. We'll check out the player instructions before we play the next game. But yeah, I have tried it before. I do like an arrow formation, especially on a home save.
Yeah, I've never tried it. It was just Dimble went from struggling a little bit to absolutely just started ranking teams. So I just thought it might be.
What's Tato saying? Tato was saying something about go and find. What was this we're talking about? Riquelme. Riquelme will be absolute garbage this season. If the average is above 7.5, I will do a forfeit that Dimble can choose. He will not average above 7.5. He's absolute shite.
I see you've been throwing a few forfeits out, haven't you, on the last couple of days?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Fucking Rob. Champions elect with fucking... Who's he got right wing back? Fucking Matty Holland. And fucking Milito centre half with fucking Stephen Henshaw. Jesus Christ, man. It says it all, right? When he was desperate to sign Danny Mills, like literally desperate. Please get me a right back. Please get me a right back. He had one at fucking best right backs in the league and fucked him off for somebody absolute garbage.
Yeah, Tato got a really good deal out of that for mine. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I know my business got a question, but I didn't unsure part of the Bolton Phoenix title winning squad.
Yes, he was. But if you look at the back line that was in and around him, it wasn't fucking Gabriel Milito and a fucking 40-year-old Marcel Desailly. So
No, I mean, he was very, very good last season, but you think now, 3 seasons in, is it a season too far for him to contribute as much as he has done?
I think Henshaw would be solid if he was alongside another decent centre back. I mean, he's all right. You know, he won't let you down. But if you think I think about like your Val Harrens and Baldes who are averaging 7.8 together and stuff like that. You know, it's not going to be anything like that, is it? Do you know? Plus, because they play such expansive football at Sloths and so attacking, they're always going to concede. So, you know, you could potentially put much better centre-half pair in there, but because they're going to throw so many men forward and try and create so many chances, they're always going to concede chances on the counter-attack. So, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But one thing's for sure, I absolutely love watching Sloths. Every single time Sloths are playing, I look forward to watching it.
Yeah, totally agreed, man. Especially that game end of last season, Wales 5-5. Just an absolute nutbag of a game. But yeah, I think he's got a couple of little bit better options up top as well. From what he had, I don't include Batty Stewart in that season 3 though.
No, he could fall off a cliff. He could fall off a cliff. Could Batty Stewart? I think for me, Sloths. I've lost a big player in Guerrero. Yeah, he got injured a little bit, but his goal contributions and just all-round performance really from central midfield without an AMC were exceptional. I think he's also lost Salihamidzic, who was a great player. I think for me, it's very, very reliant on Zeriberto, Tavieri, and that's about your lot.
Yeah, it does seem that. I mean, his form after that big trade with you were no short superb.
Oh, incredible, yeah. Right, Steve, you pick the team for this game. We'll go with that formation. You can do the player instructions in a minute.
Yeah, I probably won't bother too much with instructions apart, really.
Okay.
Well, have a look at Tyler and McColden's average.
Tyler's averaging 7.5. McColden's not played yet.
Yeah, got to keep Tyler in there, haven't you? I'll say again, a 2-0 loss again there in Milan. It's not end of world sort of stuff, is it?
Nope.
Clint Hill's probably our best defender on paper, isn't
he? Yeah.
But even him, look at that. That's disgusting. Has Brian McAllister played yet?
No. He's left-footed though, and that might give me a little bit of OCD if we play 2 left-footers.
No, I want to. I was playing on about. I can't do it, mate. Either. We've got to stick Barnett in as well, haven't we? Because looking at the rest of them,
I don't know. He's not in great form, to be honest.
What about Ian Breakin? I don't think Ian Breakin's played yet, has he?
He's played a couple. We can shove him in.
7, not too bad.
Oh, yeah, he's been shit and all. Okay, left central defensive midfield.
Looking at it again. How did Finnan play last time out?
Steady away.
Yeah, 7-2-5. So yeah, go Finnan. It's got to be Finnan Skilly. Finnan Scally Duff on it.
And then what you're looking at, Walker and Kerr.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I guess it would be Collins, but what would go Tolle?
Yeah, I did this.
Kyle and Samba.
Yeah. I think that's
about as good as we can offer.
So stick an arrow on Polly as well. See if that makes any difference.
Let's go then. Something that we would probably consider a winnable fixture at home to a team just above us, 4 points above us, Fiorentina. Atlanta doing bits. Unbeaten, only conceded 2. Let's see how we go on. Oh, yes, big Cherno. Fucking hell, big Clint Hill's on it. Jesus. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to act as a voiceover now, and Steve's going to manage. I guess it's as you were, Steve, yeah?
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
keep an eye on Samba's. Maybe drag Samba off soon because he's fucked.
Tell you what, though, it's been coming though, hasn't it? Performance really. When you're looking how close, it's not as if we've been getting twatted by bigger sides. And
No, it's been tight. It's been tight. I think we can get this formation ticking, a little bit of run together. Get Collins turn his form around. We might be in business. But no, really impressive. Comfortably the performance of the season so far. That solid narrow formation. The guys either side of the DMC's doing well and contributing. Didn't win assist. Duff man of the match. Yeah, good, impressive. It's nice to be. It's nice to be on the winning end of an even game in terms of stats.
I was just going to say that it was quite extremely even by all accounts.
But, yeah, that's a nice positive boost for the goal difference. Moves us up a few places.
There were Dimble's new man as well, scoring against us, who we did maybe 500k for.
Who's that?
Chiesa.
Oh, Chiesa, yeah.
I wouldn't have gone for Zuma if I'd have got
him. I don't know. I've never been a fan. He always moves for Dortmund for big money at the start of a save, but never one that's tickled my fancy. Tato reckons Somerville's better than Tolle. Tato, I'm absolutely not having that. Absolutely not. Like, not in any save, not in any division, apart from the fact that you can get Somerville in the conference and probably not Tolle. Tolle's immense. But I am in agreement that was a superb result. I've had a lot of fun with Shane Tolle over the years and over not numerous saves. I remember a save that I did with Leeds, and I ran it for about 7 or 8 years, and I won everything. And I took the England job, and Tolle captained me to World Cup glory and scored 8 goals in the process. So I've had a little bit of a soft spot for him ever since.
You get like that with a lot of players, don't you? But I am in a slight agreement. I've never had it from Tolle. It's probably me, but I've had the big numbers from Somerville, even higher up. So maybe I need to plough a bit more into Shane Tolle, and because he's been one I've stayed away from a lot because I didn't do well with him a few years ago. So might be worth a go.
Yeah, definitely try him out. You can pick him up relatively cheap. You can get him early in the save. Dimble says Chiesa is an upgrade on Pires and Oliveira. Definitely Pires. I think he's just one of them players and plays in one of them positions that just don't really offer or contribute anything on this game. I wouldn't even have him in the league if I'm completely honest. Oliveira, I don't know, again, not someone that I've had massive success with, but I think he's got potential, hasn't
he? Yeah, definitely.
He's got potential. I think he's one of them players you've just got to play, haven't you? What's his first name?
I think you're right. Consistently playing, but he's always one of them that comes up after the first couple of seasons on a free, isn't it?
What's his name?
Andre.
Is it Severe, isn't it?
Yeah, he's at Severe, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's one of them players who's just got to play. He's similar to Panardi, isn't it? Very similar to Panardi. So
I'd take another Panardi every day of the week.
I would play as an attacking midfield option behind a striker. I would play Oliveira every single day in front of Chiesa. But that's my preference. That's the sort of play that I like in behind a striker. You know, I like the flair, I like the pace, the creativity. You know, the dribbling, the off the ball stuff. That's what I like.
Yeah, I think Taylor's there in comments, just like going from what he's gone from to what he's got. I think it shows how good his business has been. I think he's had a couple of people's pants down.
I'll be honest. I said last night on Taylor, I think he had the worst squad. He has improved it. I think the business that he's done with what he had available has been impressive. More so today as well, that I've seen the business that Dimble's done, or maybe not so much each individual deal, but the team that he's now able to put together versus the team that he was fielding in the last season again is credit to the work that he's done. Do you know what? I made some notes last night as I was talking through each team and the predictions and stuff. The only thing with Churchtown, I think they've got a very, very solid defence. I think they've got a couple of strikers in there that could get goals. I just don't think that their midfield's great, to be honest. I'm not sure Petrov's a great addition. I don't think he offers a great deal. And based purely on my experience, but not just my experience, my Super League experience within the last 4 years, I just don't see Riquelme doing it. And I don't blame Dimble for saying, do you know what? I've used this guy a million times in the last 20 years and he delivers goals, delivers assists, delivers ratings, home save after home save. I was the same with Zidane and I've been the same with other players, but it's just not done it.
Yeah, I mean, he was with you after he went to Aggies from you, didn't he? If I remember right.
Yeah, sort of at the end of the first season, sort of this current save, I had sort of Joe Cole, Riquelme, and Zidane playing as a central midfield three, going forward behind two strikers. And I thought I was gonna fucking win the lot. I thought with this creativity in behind Vieri and can't remember who else I had. I thought I'm gonna score goals for fucking fun here. It just didn't click. They were all average, just sixes and sevens, and not a great deal in terms of creativity or not even not contributing with goals, not even creating chances. So I had to break it up and move some of them on, which I've moved them all on now. But yeah, I was in a similar situation to Dimble in that, do you know what? I've got experience with this guy and I think I can make him tick. Tried it with Riquelme, tried it with Zidane. I hope Dimble makes him work. I hope he comes back and says, Scott, this is your forfeit. There you go, there's his 15 assists, but I just don't see it.
No, I mean, I think 15 assists as well is what I think I've only seen Zerberto posting out near that or past that. But yeah, he is one of them that's obviously I watched for quite a couple of years beforehand. It's weird, isn't it? How there's so many players that just don't do it, that are top level players. Even players that you can get, like Totti for me, I only ever had him really good on an home save once. When I pissed about when all the Paul Douglas stuff were about, played him. I got him for Roma. Just thought I'd see what he could do. As long as he went knackered, and he averaged about 8.31 because I loaded it up yesterday. But apart from that, even still, he just not the numbers I've seen from other people without it being wib-wobbed or all like that. So, but there's been players that you can guarantee you do really, really well at home, and then you put them in this league and they just go nowhere.
Yeah, and I think
this guy taking with Mandonka. So,
I think that's what I think we will see with a lot of the players that have joined from outside the league. Guys have signed players that they've got great experience with and great success with over the years. And every now and again, you'll find a gem that comes from outside the league and does a great job. But I think there's a reason that a lot of them weren't in the initial draft, and that's because actually, even 2 or 3 or 4 years down the line, they're probably not in the top 400 players on the game.
Totally agree with it. Totally agree with.
Right, Steve, we've got Tolly out, Collins is in one unforced change. I don't think we need to change anything else. Agreed?
Yeah, everybody's condition-wise looks all right, don't they?
Yeah, they're all fit. So let's roll. We've got Lecce away, so you'd think another game that we would be looking at winning. I mean, we could go within a point behind them with a win. Let's see how we get on.
Dimbo's asking there who thinks you should go for outside league. It depends what position you're looking for, mate, really, for me.
Oh, come on out here. What should I go for out of the league? Can't see anything that will improve my... Dimble, what position are you looking for from outside the league? Now, that's the question. Oh, like, where's fucking... Got to be Williams, isn't it? Where's fucking...
Who should not on bench?
Yeah, unless we put Victory on, move Duff to centre mid, swap Victory and Finnan.
I'd put, if you're going to put Victory on, I'd probably move Scarlett to centre mid. He's got ability there, hasn't he? Got loads of assists having in centre midfield.
I just feel like Victory has to be on left, to be honest. Yeah, happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go, mate.
Dimble, there is a couple of decent goalkeepers kicking around. And I'll be honest, having looked at your squad, that's comfortably your weakest position. Headman is... Oh, fuck's sake, man. I mean, to be honest, on the balance of it, it's probably not a bad point, but it's still frustrating to concede last minute.
Yeah, I think that's... After going up 2 up so early, that's...
Yeah, I think, just going back to Dimble, I think Headman as your first choice all season is a concern. Tato's got a great shout in Harasimovic. If I hadn't about 5 strikers in the window, I would have definitely brought him in. Also, have a look at Afori Olympiacos. He is very, very good. Also, Dario Hussein has delivered in the Super League before in a team that made the playoffs, playing 3 up front. I also considered him, but I'm happy with my attacking options now. I think there is a keeper. I'm sure I've seen a screenshot of a keeper who does look pretty decent. Trying to think who it is.
Tough ones, are they?
I think it might be Marcos, you know. Is he from Palmeiras? Or... Help me out, Steve. Who's he play for? Brazilian keeper. Marcos.
Yeah, I know which one you mean, mate.
Yeah, I think that's him. He is pretty good on the save. You could ask for a little scout of him, but he's got decent handling, reflexes, agility, bravery. He's someone who would definitely be in your top 3 strikers. I mean, if Mark Poom's your backup keeper, then that's trouble.
Yeah, I think it's a shame that he doesn't have another deal within the league to be able to do, because I'm sure he'd be able to go. I know he's a really big fan of David Day, who's a very good keeper. He's never going to get anywhere near Macca's side whatsoever, is it? I was looking at taking him last season, but then things moved on with getting Serena. He was going to do it in a cash deal. So yeah, it's a shame that couldn't be. I'm surprised he didn't put him back up in auction actually, because we were talking about it last season as well.
Has Dimble brought in anyone from outside the league yet? Has he still got 2?
He's got 2 at the minute. I think they said last night he's off that Mexican centre half, left-footed one.
Oh, what's his name? I don't think I'd ever seen him before, you know.
No, I never have. Marascos, or
right.
Something
I think
like
quite
that,
a lot of the guys got in early and got their outside of the league players in. I've still got 2. I've still got
In terms of
two.
an
But,
attacker,
say that again, Steve. Sorry.
I was going to say, in terms of an attacker, if he's wanting to go big on attacker, I would seriously look at. I'm surprised nobody went for him. And I thought Jens were going to go, so I backed off and changed my tact on it. Christian Tim looks superb. Looks far better than. Yeah, where is he? Leverkusen, is he?
He's young on here, but I can see why he would develop nicely. Wouldn't bid him, but everyone knows now because Rye broadcasted. Right, Breckin's injured, so we need to put in either Hughes or Barnett.
Just have your pick of them, mate, I think.
And then I think we probably just go and change. Oh, let's get Howsham on the bench. We don't need both of them on. Happy, Steve?
Yeah, definitely.
Roma, big game. Not expecting a great deal. I think if we concede less than 4, we've done a good job. Dave, we're bobbing cunts.
You seem to find that sort of right wing a lot with that arrow, don't you?
Yeah, oh, fucking hell, go on then, boys.
Oh!
Oh, I tell you what, this could be a memorable night, this. Where's Alf? Get Alf on here.
Or even Woodard just for...
Yeah, get Woodard on.
I know they've got each other's number now. So he's...
Jesus. Keep it tight till 65. What we're saying, Steve, changes or no changes?
I don't, personally, but...
Oh, fuck. We've just conceded and we've got an enforced change. It's going to have to be Hughes. It's going to have to be. I don't like that. I really don't like that one bit, to be honest. Oh my God.
Playing these are, isn't it?
They're coming now, aren't they? It's kitchen sink time. Come on, boys, dig in. Go on. Go on. No. No, not 2 in a row. Oh, what a win, Steve. What a fucking win. Look at that.
Tell you what, even as well, we've matched them. Absolutely matched them.
Yeah, it's been an even game. We're over the line. Pellizzoli's had a bit of a mare for us, which is good. And we've fought. How the fuck has Tomasi got man of the match? Making 1 tackle. And a fucking. What's that? Fucking 75% pass completion. Won a few headers. Yeah, fucking stick your headers up your ass, cock. Get Alf on here, get Woodard on here, get them all on. We're fucking coming for Roma now. We're only 10 points behind the shit comes. 9 points. Look at Mikey Duff. Never let you down, Mike Duff.
It's something to ponder if carry on playing narrow within the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
A bit of a change up.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Honestly, I'd have never said it in a month of Sundays if it weren't for that network that made him budded.
I've played it before with mixed success. I've tried it numerous times.
Is Kyle on the goal shot yet?
No, not even close to it. But he's performing well. We're pleased with his performance, and for now he keeps his jersey. That's about the best you're going to get. 6 in 7 starts. Decent. It's there, look. 2 behind Lucarelli. Potatoes here for the Kevin Kyle content and nothing else. Impressive.
Yeah, definitely so. And there's something about spinning in that left or right, 3 DMCs as well. That I've had him. I'm not saying it because it's him, but because it's him, I played him there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which just until somebody starts bidding.
We've got Torino at home for the chance to make it 4 unbeaten.
Well, I think it's a decent position to be in.
It is.
Just imagine if we'd have played that flat back 4 against Rome.
Jesus Christ. Have a look at Division 1 and 2 and see which defenders have higher tackles per game. Then sign one of them. I'm sure I've just copied and pasted that message. I definitely read it earlier on, but just forgot to have a look, if I'm completely honest. Effie Sodji. Definitely Nigerian. Is he not? Nicky Weaver. Why is there no stats for that? Nobody's made a tackle, Tato. I don't know what you want me to do. No tackling. It's non-contact in England.
It might just be a look at who's top of the league and just have a look at the centre.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Coventry, they've got Gary Breen, he's fucking decent, but he's about 6 million. He's on short list. What's his tackles per game? Oh, look, 19 games, he hasn't made a tackle. We don't want that sort of fucking triumph, Tato. Yeah, of course we're doing a British only save. Of course we've fucking loaded the English league.
If you come, is Jody Craddock available end of first season? He's somebody I've had decent quite a few times. Or is it second season where his contract's up?
He's made 0.1 tackle a game. He's getting better. Fucking hell. Boo. Who we got here? Gary Rowett. Shite. Kinsella. Yeah. Robbie Winters. Anyone there, Steve, that you've had any great success with or that tickles your fancy?
I don't think there's anybody there I've really had before.
I mean, Chris Bart Williams, I've had. Oh, Gary Breen. Contract up. We can. Oh, go on, then. Go on. Oh, that is a bit naughty, that. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal coming for him. A lot of the time I've seen him go to Arsenal.
Yeah, always gets a big move, doesn't it? I think Muzzy is it? Looking at that, it's probably. Yeah, Taylor just said there about Mark Anthony. Yeah, I saw on one of his killer save that he had that Mark Anthony firing really well. I've never tried him in honesty, but he got some decent numbers out of him.
Another dog shit fucking Kevin Kyle lookalike, isn't it? I'm not paying 300k for him, mate. Right then. Oh shit. Clint Hill out. So do we want McAllister, Hughes, Breakin?
Wow, who's got better rating? Probably break him, I would have thought.
Breaking, but he's on the left side, but we can roll with it. I think that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. We'll just fucking spunk Roma. Let's go. I noticed that Collins has chipped in with a couple of goals of late. Hopefully that might make his confidence and attributes start to move.
His finishing's up already.
Fucking Samba, 79 fitness. Finning, 77. Give him 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think with Samba it's probably just his age, isn't it?
Yeah.
There he is. Is it Taylor? It's a myth. Did I just see 20 yards out?
Come on. Don't fuck this up now. We'll just beat Roma. Oh, wow. Frustrating, that, innit?
It is, isn't it?
Really frustrating. Fucking hell. Oh well. Still unbeaten and extends the unbeaten run. We're in 10th. I think, listen, realistically, we're not going to get in top 6, are we? You look at teams like Milan and Inter, who are 8 points in front of us, not in the top 6. You know, that would be extremely ambitious. But a little bit of consistency.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And obviously, if you can improve further down the line in a couple of positions and keep strengthening.
Tato, this is not a Kevin Kyle fucking save. It's not all about Kevin Kyle. There's a team. We're a team here. We're building something special for the future, and Kevin Kyle is a small piece in the jigsaw.
Ross Johnson just wet himself at the thought of being offered nearly $7,000 a week to move to Italy.
So, Steve, you nervous for tomorrow's kickoff?
I am a bit. Not just tomorrow's kickoff, first 4 games, if I'm honest. Obviously, it's well documented in my own form over the last 2 seasons has contributed probably mostly to where I've finished. And I've got 3 out of 4 at home start of season.
Have you?
So yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but you know, if we can look pretty solid tomorrow, I don't think it'll be long before my other formation comes out, and if it does, it'll stick. Like I say, I genuinely meant that I will only play 2 this season. There won't be no, unless it gets to end of the season again and not to play for against somebody we not to play for, and then you can have a bit of fun with it. But I do genuinely think from AMC's behind, I look stronger than I have been so far in the last 2 seasons. But I think, again, pinning your hopes on Luca Toni, who looks pretty special. Viduka, who his goal scoring record has been good. If it weren't for having Crespo, he probably would be my focal point. So that's going to be interesting. And at the minute, OCDB is pulling up rear at 3 of them. So, yeah, massively nervous, mate. Especially, I don't know. I genuinely think, like I said yesterday, or whenever I put a little bit of a video out last night, I do think it is a little bit of a shot to note in terms of played 4, lost 4 against you. So, hope better than that's a bonus.
Yeah,
I move on.
I don't think you can read too much into past experiences against managers. We've got different squads now. We're more experienced. We've got different ideas. But I know what you mean. There's a couple of managers in the league that I've not had a great deal of success with. Just kick this off out before we chat shit. I think, Steve, what we'll do is play the next 3 in the next 10 days, and then we've got a winter break till Lazio, so we'll end it there and come back next time after winter break. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds fine, mate. Sounds fine.
Three games now against. We want to be looking at 6 minimum 7 or 9 points here. Really, 2 home games and Piacenza away would be delightful. So we'll start with Udinese and see how we go.
Yeah, and I appreciate that Tato saying back 5 outfield players. Very good. Yeah, it's where I aim to strengthen a bit because I've just conceded goals galore last 2 seasons. So.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at your side, Steve, I like the formation. I've used it myself. I genuinely don't rate your creative players. And you obviously we've all got different preferences and players that we like and don't like. I don't know. Not in that attacking midfield trio. I'd just like a little bit more than Alex Zuma and Seedorf. I think Seedorf probably better a little bit deeper to get involved a little bit more. I don't know. You might turn me over tomorrow, and who knows? But from my perspective on your squad, that's my view. That puts us above Udinese, and we're on a bit of a roll here.
Done all right, haven't we?
We've
yeah. I mean, he just said there, Tato, I don't see the benefit of having Tomasi in that position. I totally agree with him, but he's either footed. So the other two are right footed. That's the only reason he's there.
I understand the logic to your positioning. I understand why you've done it. Yeah.
But when I said last night about Tudor starting every game, if I flip to my other formation, or when I do, because I will do, Tudor moves to centre half. I think his stats actually look best. I mean, I'm running with now. I'm playing tomorrow night with centre half pairing still that conceded all them goals, which I just feel it needs changing up a little
bit.
Yeah. But so I think that might be the thing. But Rustico, Dan and Duggan put a spreadsheet together. I don't know if anybody's used it. I did, and it's all about attributes towards positions they play, and gives them a rating out of 20. And Rustico in this save comes out better rated than Ayala. So Ayala's the one that will drop to bench for Tudor. And like I said, I don't think it'll be long before my other formation comes out because I've got a lot of players. It looks stronger when I've changed it up and I've looked at it again. So, but I just couldn't get away from something that served me so well back in the last season.
Well, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. And look, we've all got our own opinions of the transfer business that each of us have done. Yeah, we've got fucking 11 million coming in at the end of this season.
Yeah, I know we've got a couple. Is there a couple coming in December as well?
Oh, we've got fucking hell, 5 million coming in December, as well as Ross Johnson, start of January, and then we've got another 6 million coming in end of season, and Gary Breen on a free. Things are looking up, mate. Things are looking positive.
I think indeed.
It's been a good little outing tonight. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Always makes it a bit better when you string a couple together, doesn't it? And
yeah, of course it does. Yeah, it'd be nice to finish up with at least 4 points in it.
Yeah, definitely.
We finish up with 4 points, and maybe even 6 points. Genuinely, I think we'll be looking at UEFA Cup football next season, which a few games ago looked like a bit of a wild dream. Right, nobody's back. Everybody's fit, so I think we roll, yeah? Oh, Scally's back. Mike Duff nearly top at charts.
It's not.
This could be a bogey team. These play. I thought sometimes they play that fucking 5, don't they?
Do you know, Italy's not a league that I play overly often, in fairness.
Fucking hell, man, come on. I play Italy quite a lot, if I'm honest. A couple of reasons. One, because I think it's the hardest league to win, top flight. And two, because there's no work permit, so you can try out new players. I like to go and find new foreign players and try them out.
Yeah.
Which is, this is an ideal league to do it in.
Yeah, which is why I enjoyed the Belgium thing that you and Taylor put together. Do your 5-year striker.
Yeah.
Same there. And
Yeah. I tried to mix it up a little bit here, but fucking hell, that's annoying. We've created nothing. Jesus Christ. That's fucking
on back of them results, that is frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fucking wank. Oh, that's disappointing.
Especially when we've had a run of not playing a big side since Roma.
Yeah. But considering, to have a level goal difference, and if you look at, you would say that them top 8, apart from maybe Venezia, are the best 8 teams in the league.
Yeah.
We top of the best of the rest, if you like. I think we're doing all right, to be honest, with the squad we've got and the start that we made. The money that we've got coming in literally a couple of weeks. Promising. I think maybe we might even be able to get a couple of players in during the winter break.
I think that's what we need, don't we? A couple more. Get a couple of stronger players in when we're doing okay. Just sort of bump it up that little bit. Could be that little push second half of the season, couldn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Before we get back round to second round of matches against the big guns. So, one more game tonight then. We've got a home fixture coming up against... I can't even remember who it is. Perugia, maybe?
Yeah, Perugia, mate, I think.
And then we'll call it a night. We'll leave everybody eagerly anticipating tomorrow night's Super League kickoff. And come back next week, more than likely Monday next week, hopefully with some news of some summer signings. Interesting times ahead.
Definitely so.
I'll tell you what could be good, Steve, if you could quickly jump on the Super League Twitter page or find opening night's fixtures. We could quickly fly down our predictions for tomorrow night's fixtures before we wrap up.
Yeah, definitely. I won't be able to see any of the comments now because I've been watching on my phone, but here we are. Super League. But with all retweets that Fife is doing now, you've got to scroll right down. Right then. So first up, topic Bill. We'll go down in alphabetical order as it always is.
Yeah, so we'll do a game at a time. We'll both give our prediction. I'll just kick this off. I don't think we need to do anything drastic. We've got As You Were. See if we can get back on that horse.
I can't see this game either because you're on the Skype for some reason. Your screen froze on me back in one of the weeks. So I've been watching games on the feed. So I'll just say you were celebrating when we win this one. So so going down, I'll leave our game to last because obviously what it is. First Churchtown Wolves. How do you see that one?
Ooh, Churchtown versus Hulls. I've seen both lineups. Do you know what? I really like Hull's lineup. I'm just not convinced that, and that attacking three he's got is immense. I just don't know whether it'll tick in that formation. I like what Dimble's done with his business. I think that's a draw, 2-2.
For me, I think Dimble's biggest chance of overturning that. I'm not overly sold on the centre midfielders. I don't like Lugarani. I've never really had success with him. Javi, a bit unknown, but he does look very good. But again, in a central midfield role, although his stats lean to there, I'm going to put my neck on the line and go 2-1 Churchtown with that.
Okay.
Gazelles Dragons.
Oh, massive game that is. Jesus. I mean, I think I said last night on the preview show, it might have been after we finished live and we're just chatting between ourselves afterwards. I don't think Duggan's made his squad any stronger. I think, I know that he likes the players that he's brought in, and he's trying to bring his own stamp on the squad and his own philosophy that he keeps talking about, and I get that. But I just think he sort of swapped out Zelius and Gerrard in for Yeremis and Keane. I don't think makes him any stronger. But that's sort of cost him Clivert without replacing him. So I'm not sure. Dragons, really impressed with Jamie's business. I'll be honest, I'm not struck on the formation that he's playing. Very similar to mine, I get that. I just don't like the one centre midfield, one AMC. I'm going to go 2-1 Gazelles.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you with that. I think a lot of it's down to formation. I'm with you on that. I don't like the 4-1-1-2. And especially with Figo with an arrow on as well, it puts him further up in there. And when Gazelles are playing two banks of two, I just think it gives him more solidarity in that midfield area. I know it's a formation that Duggan likes, but yeah, I'm going to go with there on a 2-1 Gazelles. Haggis Leddersford next.
Haggis 3-1.
Yeah, and I mean this is no talking of fat necks and that another. I just think you look at the side that they're putting out. I think it's too strong, massively for. They have got a good team, Leddersford, but I just think, with great respect to Ian, I just think that squad's been waiting to have its moment. And yeah, I see a pretty big 3-0, 3-1, I guess, win. Probably for me, most interesting game at night. Boston, Fulchester, with Boston being at home.
0-0.
Cancelling each other out. I'm surprised to see Greaves' formation.
I don't know. I know that Greaves is claiming that he's trying to play a little bit more expansive. Similarly to yourself, really, I don't like his three attacking midfielders in them positions. I think Zidane, I think he's shit. I think he will be shit. I hope he is shit. But any success I've ever had with Zidane has been centre midfield with an attacking error. Scholes is shit on the game, absolute garbage like Michael Owen and a load of the others. Not having it. Yeah, for me, them players are better off deeper. But he's got Montella, which will, he's got good wing backs. Junior I like, Zambrotta good. I think Fulchester have strengthened, and it's really hard to predict a Fulchester result because they're always going to be in the mix, and that on any given day they could get beat, but when push comes to shove, they'll go and get the result they need. I think they will cancel each other out. I'm going to stick with 0-0. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think the score draw for me. They've been going, the games as we proved last night have all been pretty close between them both. I just think, I agree with you. Looking at Guerrero's done since he's been at Sloss, I think that's been more from a central midfield role with an arrow. I agree with you on Scholes, although to be fair, I think season 1 he'd already gone to Fulchester. I did make an inquiry after I was looking, but I know Kieran had already let him go. But yeah, I can't see a big win either way. And I think if Greavesy don't win and win well, he will revert to something more. I don't know. I think he did get a bit of a bad bag last season in terms of goals scored, chances he created. He did play quite a lot of attacking football, but then some of them games were still resulting in low score wins or draws. But one thing I will say about Zidane or Scholes, he got best numbers I've seen out of a Pablo Aimar for a long time in the league. So I'm sure, but I think overloading it with all three of them, expecting them all to contribute in too much, I don't think it'll be. As what he's expecting. So yeah, I agree, mate. Score draw. Burn Devils.
Burn. Oh wow, that's a big game. I think purely on the fact that Devils have got a few missing, I think Burn edge at home. Maybe 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a strong lineup, but I can see Odgie having his stamp on that team, being more solid. I fancy a 1-piece or even a 2-2 there. Sloss Viesta.
Oh man. I think we know what you're going to get with Sloss. Sloss will score. I'm really intrigued to see how Tato's formation pans out. I love that Tato's so innovative with his formations and his player choices. And I hope it works for him. I know that he's looking to play expansive, attacking, exciting football, and he's trying out players that he really likes and he's had success with, and he wants to see if they can cut it, just like we all have. I think Sloths will score a 2 or maybe even 3. I don't know whether Aston can score 3 away from home. I think the best Aston can hope for is maybe a 2-all. But I'm going to say 2-1 Sloths. Sorry, Tato.
You know, I'm on the flip side with that. I've seen Rob's lineup. I think there's a couple of players there that can definitely be got at. I think if Aston play, I think they can nick a 2-1. Put me neck up line a bit there. But yeah, I agree with what you say. Saviola, you can't blame him for trying something completely different with him when he's not performed. But he's never done it for me if I've had him at home safe, up front AMP on his own in a 3-2. I think he's probably the biggest attacking miss-on game for me personally, but if he gets him working in something unorthodox, it's even more testimony to what he's doing. And then we got our game, mate.
Yeah, our game's intriguing. It's always interesting when you get a wide against an narrow formation. I'll be honest, it really pleased me that you've taken off the wide arrows on your DMCs. Because I think that gives Ortega that license to get forward a little bit more before he gets shut down and maybe be a bit more influential in your half of the field. Laser Azul's always going to be solid. I'm hopeful that my defensive 6 can do a job on your front 4. And I think I've got enough going forward to score a couple of goals. I think I'll score a couple. I think I'll beat you 2-1. I think you'll score. I think that Tony will score. I think I'll win 2-1. Anelka and Collins.
The reason I've taken the arrows off is because of the players that were playing there. So I was playing Serginho and Finn in there, who were wide players. And I know Zanoni, Tudor got man at match playing that with that arrow when you beat me 1-0 with your 3 false 9s. But justifying Tomasa with that arrow out there, even though he's a DMRC, I'd never think of him at right wing back ever in a month of Sundays. So yeah, for me, I know he's done well for you there. I was pretty pleased to see Ortega at right wing back. But again, my head's into previous form. I'll be happy with a draw. I think we've got it in us to get a draw. It's just home form dependable, and I think it'll be a tight game either way. But yeah, if I don't say us 2-1, what sort of manager of a club would I be? So
No, I agree. It'll be interesting. Listen, thanks to everybody who's joined in and chipped in tonight, and Tato and Dimble and Mr. Canada, and anybody else who's been in and out. Be sure to come and watch the Super League first game of the season tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And we'll have before the next stream game day 2 of the Super League, which will be Sunday night 9 o'clock. I'm sure in between there'll be potentially a review show or plenty of content from the managers to keep you updated, and then we'll be back next Monday. So thank you very much, and we'll catch you all next week.
cheers, lads.